Hey guys, welcome back to Real Housewives Recaps. I'm so glad you're here. You guys, I have so much to talk to you about. This whole thing is I just keep thinking about it, and there's just so much nonsense going on. I wanted to bring in my own branding expert and talk about some of this because he has a lot to say, well, on all the nonsense. So, here to discuss this with me, do you like how I called you my branding expert? Is my merch guy. So, he has lots to say on the merch too. Jay, say hello.
I didn't know I was an expert. Who's more of an expert than a guy that named all of his YouTube stuff after an obscure 80s cartoon villain?
Yes.
But yes, this is Jay, also known as Dr. Bad Vibes. You can find me on YouTube and Twitch. And right now, trying to understand what's going on.
Jay, imagine, if you will, somebody really meaningful in your life, like a beloved grandmother or something, passes away. And and then years later you do some sort of remembrance for said beloved grandmother. And at the same time, I say, nope, blank that. I'm launching my own. What's something ridiculous I could launch? I'm launching an online cheese club. We're going to be very snooty about expensive cheese. Well, faux expensive cheese. I'm not actually going to make anything, but I will sell you some things. It's beige cheese, and I'm going to call it Canadian Niagara Orange Grove, because that makes about as much sense as American Riviera Orchard. What are your thoughts on all that? While you try to give a speech. Actually, no, you don't even care about the speech. You're off in Aspen. Your brother tries to give a speech on your beloved grandmother, and I cut it off to talk about my cheese. What are your thoughts?
I guess we would both be like, what did Grandma do to you? It's so weird. It like every opportunity to hijack or ride the coattails in any kind of news. Yeah. It's like it's all pre-planned.
Yeah.
It can't be coincidence.
No.
I mean, I can't even like postulate on it being coincidence. It's insane.
No, it went on minutes before William was supposed to give his speech. But I'll one up it and say, not only, again, I'm using grandmother, obviously it's his mother, but I'm just trying to be silly here. But imagine your beloved grandmother. I'm cosplaying as her as well. I'm dressing like her, wearing her perfume, and trying to seduce you with stories of your grandma. What are your thoughts?
I'd be like, what's wrong? Like, do you want me to leave? Just say so.
Nope, I got a claw on you. You're not going anywhere, sucker. No, it sounds crazy because it is. That's the level we've hit now. It's just, I don't know with all this. I thought we had seen it all, but they're like, hold my weird, nonsensical branding. We got stuff to show you. This has reached a crazy level. So I wanted to bring Jay on to discuss all this with you because I'm still in shock. A lot of you guys seem to be as well. Jay, what are your general thoughts and tell everybody what you're seeing about all this?
Well, so like now I show up and I help Jen do videos. I do merch. So I'm somewhat in the know, but I don't follow this news outside of this bubble. But it's starting to pierce my bubble full of dumb, I guess,
I can flash it on the screen.
Yeah, if you call it news. Yeah, I log on the Twitter. I don't really follow many people. It mainly exists just so I could somewhat promote my YouTube channel, which I haven't really done on there in I don't know how long. But I pull it up to look at memes and stupid news, and it's like, well, and unfortunately, I accidentally clicked conspiracy theories lately because they made me laugh. So that's now I'm just seeing ones that are not funny. But this being among some of them. You know, I pull up my feed, I see something silly like what Jen is probably going to flash on the screen right now. Haha. Sorry. I don't know what that is, but it made me laugh. But then right below it, we've got this. It's like a whole nut job post about Catherine, and I'm like, why is this showing up in my feed? And and it's not the first time. I've seen like random stuff, and I tell Jen, and she's like, oh yeah, I've heard that one. Even I streamed the other night, and some of the viewers from this channel were watching me and telling me about some of the stuff they heard.
Thank you.
And we were just like, yeah, thanks for watching. And yeah, they told me stuff they'd heard. And I'm just like, where is all this coming from, and why? Like, why all the attacks and weird stuff going on? I don't understand it.
And and I hate to even flash that kind of stuff on screen. You can see I've blackened out the worst words out of this, but it does show what's going on. This should not be in Jay's bubble of crap that is advertised to him online. You've seen what he's looking at. We have discussion about that later, but no, it's not just, just that stupid it is a continuation of that. Where's Kate? Oh, it makes me so sick. This is a whole level of disgusting, and he did report it, so don't worry. We know it's awful, but it just shows you how, I don't know how to explain, like how widespread this is getting. And it's like the worse, it's that whole online thing, the worse the headline, I guess, the more people click on it, but it's disturbing.
Yeah, and it's not coming from like obscure YouTubers or obscure Twitter users. Like even that account, I don't know who that person is. I don't follow, but I clicked just to see. I'm like, is this just some rando? No, he's got like 1.5 million followers.
Tweeting out crap like that.
And yeah, tweeting out stuff like that, and then and also like I scrolled down. It's like straight up lunatic conspiracy theories. So yeah, that's to your credibility. Look up the hexagon on Saturn. That's insane. It's an insane conspiracy theory. I don't really remember it. It'll take me forever to explain it. But I lost my train of thought.
The weirdness.
The weirdness and the high profile people, tweeting stuff out. I mean, Jen made that whole video about, it's like, why Kim Kardashian? Like out of all the people she could have named, I'm like, that's so random. I mean, I guess they're kind of cozying up to the Markles, but it's like,
Bottom feeders.
What beef do they have?
I don't know.
I'm not keeping up with them. So, what's going on?
I don't know. I mean, I haven't even talked about it. Blake Lively, same, jumping on this bandwagon. It's so weird. And it's just, I hate the word clout, but I don't know how else to say it. It's like for clout or something to put down Catherine. It is so bizarre. I can tell you point by point the reasons I dislike Meghan Markle. And they all have to do, I mean, we don't have to rehash it, but, her treatment of Her Majesty, the late Queen, and Prince Philip, and just the accusations and the lies and all that. Nobody can point to why they're being so hateful to Catherine. It just seems to be like a trendy thing to do.
Yeah, I mean, again, as somebody outside of this bubble, I can name, just pick random celebrities that are, have a history of being disliked. I could probably point out a few things, and then tell me something about Catherine, or ask me to tell you something about Catherine. I'm like, I don't know. She's princess and a mom and does royal stuff. I can't think of any controversy she's been involved in. I mean, if anybody can think of anything, please share it in the comments, because it's probably going to be nothing. Because I really don't know.
But no, he's teasing. No, there are no controversies, but do put comments of what we love about Catherine. How about that? But no, you're exactly right. There's nothing there, but it seems to be this weird, trendy thing. And I'll say again, in what universe can we go after someone who's on medical leave and they're making it into this thing where it's not a thing? We know where she is. It just, the whole thing, I get outraged and disgusted. I yell at Jay over this. Jay, you can tell him.
Well, yeah, and I guess in a more...
not at Jay, but at Jay.
Right, yeah, not directly at me. I just happened to get to hear it. But it'd be like, I don't know, say there's... Well, it's like... I'm trying to think of something topical, like Jake Paul picking a fight with Mike Tyson, but waiting until he's like 60.
Yeah.
It's like, so I'm going to, but I mean, that's not exactly, but it's like picking a fight with somebody that just had surgery. It's like, oh, okay, you're in a cast. Let's fight.
Yeah.
I can take you on now. It's so strange. It's like, why wait until now when everything was pretty much telegraphed up front? And I'm sure that was, with purpose. Like, hey, she's having some stuff done. She's not going to be up to, anything. So see you on Easter. And everybody's like, where is she?
Yeah.
It's like, what? It's not Easter yet. Shut up!
Yeah.
Where is she? It's like, well,
Exactly.
wait till Easter. No! It makes no sense. This is
No.
how I see it.
Yeah. No, you're so right. It just seems to be this weird, I would say trendy thing, but honestly, the numbers show for themselves. I mean, people love Catherine. If anything, it's made people rally around her. So I think this is kind of a clickbait situation. I think it's awful and disgusting, and I stand by. I think, in my opinion, Harry and Meghan are behind it. You know, they've done nothing to stop it. Hey, speaking of, let's talk about the park situation. Still no word on that. More atrocities came out. Still no word on that. So, yeah, we see where their priorities are. Let's ship some merch and print our shitty logo on things and try to upsell it. I don't even know where I'm going with this. I'm just mad. But speaking of, you handle my merch. Talk to us about the merch.
It's
It's merch.
it's yeah. If Tony the Tiger was spokes tiger, he'd be like,
It's
"It's merch," and that's about it.
Uh-huh.
It's the laziest merch possible. I mean, well, it's not even like supposed to be merch, right? It's supposed to be like stuff that they're making.
I guess.
It'd be like, hey, I'm a computer company, but I'm going to sell you a white T-shirt that says computer on it. Like, that's kind of what it is. I mean, I understand merch. You check out Jen's merch that I designed, but that's like,
Not bloody likely.
that's not the point of this isn't a channel to sell T-shirts and stuff.
Maybe
like,
it is.
I mean,
They're a
maybe,
carnival.
yeah, maybe it. Well, I mean, I'm saying like,
Yeah.
you know, people have merch like sports teams. They got
Uh-huh.
T-shirts. Bands, they have T-shirts. That's not. Why is it the only thing that they have?
Yeah.
That's what's weird. Like, if you're going to launch this, if it's going to be some kitchen thing, why not have some pots and pans and I don't know, measuring cups or something? Instead, anyway, I'm going on a tangent, but instead you've got merch that looks like it's just drop shipped BS. It sounds like I may impress Jen here because I remember her talking about this. There was something on like TikTok or Instagram, one social, like some Real Housewife was drop shipping garbage that was like,
Yes.
it was just straight up AliExpress stuff that she stamped a logo on and charged like 100 times the price.
Yes.
That's all I remember, but that should be enough to ring a bell.
Wow. Oh my God, you do listen to me. That's great news. But yeah, I can't even remember which one it was at this point. I can go back and find it. But yeah, somebody was exactly what he said, drop shipping somebody else's stuff and upcharging for it. I'm not saying that's what's happening, but come on, what's happening here? But I just wanted to bring Jay on to give some thoughts on all this. I'm still in shock, and it's not that I'm shocked by the horrible, gruesome twosomes behavior. It's just everybody, not you guys, not us, but I'm saying everybody's behavior. The media, Hank and Skank, all of it. Just all of it. I'm so disgusted. I'm outraged and disgusted all at the same time, but I won't let it defeat me. I will continue to talk about it because we're in bizarro world at this time, and I think it's important we keep talking about it, and I think it's important we keep bringing up this African parks thing because that's absolutely, I mean, just I keep saying disgusting, but that is horrible, horrendous atrocities happening there, and still nothing from the gruesome twosome. Too busy working on keeping up with the Kardashians? Who the hell knows? I don't want to keep up.
And related to this sudden outrage against Catherine, what's up with the sudden interest with her health status?
I know.
That's so weird. And I mean, it's private information. Like in the U.S., we have very specific laws. I had to double check. It looks like in Europe, in the U.K., very specific laws against data sharing and stuff like that. Blah blah blah. Like it's a private matter, and if they're going to have all this outrage about her health, I mean, like, I would think they'd be having outrage about. I mean, I'm not trying to start outrage, but I mean, Charles has some stuff going on. Obviously, he's been about as forthcoming as her. I mean, they say, hey, stuff's going on. We got it under control. Blah blah blah. Like all these people aren't smashing Twitter and TikTok or whatever. It'll be like, what's up with Charles? What's up with King Charles?
Exactly.
And it's all about Catherine. It's just so weird. It's just like, it just reeks of like petty BS nonsense.
You're right.
And I don't know where it's coming from.
I do.
Well, yeah, that's true. Allegedly.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's again at the end of the day, it's your private information. Like
Yeah.
I don't care about her health information. And we shouldn't care about anybody else's unless it's like a loved one or something.
Right.
But that's hers to handle. Like
Yeah.
don't be screaming to know what's up.
Yeah. You're so right. One of my favorite things I shared a little while ago, and it's still, I mean, it stands. It was actually written by Glamour. Sorry, I just hit the mic. Glamour magazine, by all things. They shared the Princess of Wales may be a public figure, but she's not public property. Amen to that. That's how I feel. I'm just so in shock about all of this. And again, not by the Harkles' behavior, because that's just what they do. The whole situation, I'm really feeling for Catherine. I really am, Princess of Wales, and wishing her a speedy recovery. And I don't want her to feel pressure by this Easter deadline. It's when she's ready to come out. I can't wait to see her. I'll be the first one in line clapping for her. I don't know, like wishing her well. This whole thing, it just has me shook. I don't know, as the youth say, shook.
As you said that, maybe I've fit a piece of the puzzle together.
Okay.
Maybe one can't differentiate somebody being public property if maybe their history was being community property, allegedly.
Oh, nice. Well, on that note, that for a second you lost me because I thought we were still talking about Catherine. No. Just to clear it up, you know who we're talking about and what we're talking about. Oh my goodness, to clear that up. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for being here. I really want to know your thoughts on all this. Where do you stand on all of it? We know the Harkles are guilty of driving this BS, but what else is going on? Why are these celebrities jumping on this? What is happening? How long till I think we're already in it. The major backlash is what I'm hoping for. I would think this is more of an opportunity for people to see, oh my God, Meghan really is nuts with this launch of this right as Prince William was about to give a speech on his mother. And even her idiot husband was about to give a speech. She had to launch this website. So Jay, next time you have something big going on, I'm going to go ahead and launch my cheese website. Can't wait. All beige cheese. Here we go.
Drop ship from Velveeta.
Oh my God.
They pull out the Velveeta box and just slap on your label and
gosh.
charge 10 times more. That being said, you can find me on YouTube. If you're into retro video games, check me out on Dr. Bad Vibes. If you're not, like 99% of you, check me out reading dumb news on Dr. Bad Vibes Speaks. I show up on camera and I speak.
Yes. Tell about.
I'm a master at branding, remember?
Yes, you branding expert. Tell them about, without giving spoilers, your latest one, the Christmas tree.
Oh, yes. It's a very brief one. Yeah, somebody was involved in a disability case, and then they found photos of her winning a Christmas tree throwing competition, which is probably the exact thing not to do when trying to prove you can't perform normal functions.
Yeah.
So that's one of my favorite ones, and it didn't happen in the U.S. I was more shocked about that than anything. And if you want to see me live, you can also hit me up on twitch.tv/drbadvibes. I simul stream to YouTube, but follow me on Twitch and you'll get notifications and a little extra content.
Yay. And follow me right here. Thank you guys for being here. I really am dying to know your thoughts on all this. I just had to get out some more of mine. Can't wait to read your comments. You can absolutely find me here. And if you feel like supporting my other channel, it's my new one. It's Goose Adventures. You can find it right here on the main page of my channel. Scroll down, you'll see my other channel. Click on that. Make sure you're subscribed. Watch my videos or just let them run in the background. It really does help. I appreciate it. Hope you guys have the best day. And I would say I can't wait to bring you more stuff like this. I can't wait to bring you some happy, positive news. Come on. All right, guys. Have a best day. Bye-bye.